When it comes to succeeding at something or working to achieve your goals or surpassing your goals, especially in entrepreneurship and especially in starting your own business, the biggest thing that's going to determine whether you succeed or whether you fail is your mindset. Okay, and most people don't want to hear that. Most people are looking for some secret tactic to make them money right away. But the thing is that without a strong foundation, without mindset, right? Without a strong foundation, your building will crumble. Everything will collapse. And most people don't want to hear this, and I definitely didn't want to hear this when I first started, right? Most people are looking for some secret or the next tactic, and watching every YouTube video on how to make money online or the best online business to start. When reality, mostly all of them work, but none of that information matters if you don't build a solid foundation, if you don't have the right mindset. And you can give two people the same exact information, the same exact training, and one will get drastically different results than the other. And the only thing that set them apart was their mindsets, right? And when I first started, I didn't care about this at all, right? I thought it was a load of BS. I'm like, learning about mindset is not going to make me money. And I was watching every video, every course I could on Shopify and e-commerce, and trying to learn some secret or some tactic, because when I wasn't making money like I thought I would, like I saw all these people making thousands of dollars, right? I thought that I didn't have the secret or I didn't have the tactic. And so maybe I would invest a few $100s in a course here, and a few $100s in a course there, or whatever, but I wasn't seeing results still. And I wasn't getting results for a while, right? And I would fall, I would let my emotions get in the way too much of my decisions, right? And I would fall in love with an idea, or I'd fall in love with an ad. And I remember I worked super hard on this one video ad one time that I was going to launch on Facebook. I stayed up, all night editing it for hours, and some friends and I went and shot it in Portland and took the whole day to get footage and whatever. And I worked really hard on this ad, but it was just like, some cool, quick shots in Portland and some fancy editing, but it didn't have any real message, or, you didn't really know what to do after you saw the ad. It was just like a fancy little edit. And the thing is that since I worked so hard on this ad, I really fell in love with it, right? I'm like, this is going to do great. This is going to perform well. And I launched it, and nobody bought anything the first day. And so I'm like, all right, well, let me get it going and wait a little bit. And then the second day, still nothing. And I think I was spending $100 a day or something like that on this ad. And, I thought I was going to make sales right away. I thought I was going to get rich right away. And I let it go for so long, right? And I lost thousands of dollars on this one video ad, because when I didn't see results from it, I got really frustrated. And it's because I was mostly vested in this one ad and this one video that I worked super hard on. But the thing is just because I worked hard on it, it doesn't mean it's good, right? Like, people could give a shit if you worked hard on your ad, if you worked hard on your product or whatever. If it's not good, then it's not going to sell. But I was so emotionally vested in it. And I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. They get really emotionally vested in their products or their ads, and, they keep pushing it and nobody's buying it. And I had to step back for a little while there and do some self-reflecting, because I wasn't getting the results that I thought I would. And, I saw all these people making thousands of dollars, online, and I wasn't getting these results. So I stepped back for a little bit, and I had to do some self-reflecting, and I started reading these self-development books and developing my mindset. And I'm like, why don't I just give this a shot? And, I started meditating. I looked into meditating. I started meditating every morning so I would think clearer, and I would be able to focus better, and I wouldn't let I'd be more observant over my emotions. And it wasn't until that shift, right, until I started developing myself and started building a foundation and my mindset, and I started meditating, and I started reading, and I started doing all these other things that really didn't have to do specifically with my business. They weren't some secret tactic or whatever. But once I started doing all that stuff, I noticed a shift just like that, and I started seeing results, and I started seeing success, and I started making money. And really, what developing your mindset for success is, there's literally so much that goes into it. There's books you can read, dozens and dozens of books on it. There's hours of content and video on it. But, just as will be just a little, introduction video on really getting your mindset right. And really what that means is aligning your mind and your mindset and your thinking with success and to get the results that you desire. So, not letting your emotions get in the way of your decisions and not having these limiting beliefs and not being negative from the start and not thinking that you can do something, right? Because when you have a negative mindset and when you think that you can't do something before you even try it, right? You're setting yourself up from failure from the start. Then what's the point of even trying if you're being pessimistic about everything, right? And you're never going to get anywhere doing that. You're never going to see results doing that because you don't even believe in what you're doing. And having a positive mindset is key to succeeding. All right, it is key to succeeding and really anything that you're doing, being positive about it. And that's when you'll see some pretty amazing results because you'll work consistently at it. And at that point it's not, I think I can do it or I think I will achieve that. You have to be, I know I will achieve that. I know I can do that. I know I will make, this amount of money or whatever. And you have to be okay with failing and, understanding that that's part of the process, failing and learning from it. Because if we didn't fail, then we wouldn't grow and we wouldn't learn from it, right? Failing just develops our mindset, develops our skills, our expertise, makes us stronger. Each failure, guys, people who are mega successful, millionaires, billionaires, they still fail all the time. And they want to fail because they learn from that, right? Every failure is a lesson. And you have to be okay with that. And you have to know that you're going to fail. And you have to know that it's not the end of the world. When I first started, like I said, I spent thousands of dollars on this one ad. And I was so emotionally invested in it. And Facebook, withdrew out of my account. And I wasn't working at the time. And I didn't have any money saved. And I think my bank account was like negative $500 or negative $700 after they took out that money that I spent on that ad. And if I would have quit right there, if I would have gave up, if I would have went and tried to apply for jobs and like this is not for me, then I never would have achieved where I am today and having the freedom to work when I want and having the fulfillment that I'm building something. I'm building a real business and I have the financial freedom and the freedom to work wherever. And I think too many people make excuses or play the victim for why they are, where they are. They blame some outside force. They blame their parents, they blame their boss, they blame their friends, for why they are where they are, right? And it's nobody's fault except yours. You're in control of your own situation, which is actually a good thing because once you stop playing the victim and blaming everybody else and making excuses, then it's almost empowering, right? And you feel more responsible and that you can change your own situation once you take responsibility for what's happening to you in your life. And you constantly need to be taking action and failing and learning from it and growing from it. And I think really the reason why I've been able to go from, quitting my job, my full-time job with no money saved and being broke and not knowing what the heck I'm doing, to being fortunate in my position where I am now and making a good amount of money, from my computer is because I was constantly taking action and I was constantly learning and I was constantly growing and I was failing and I was making better decisions the next time because I was taking action and I was failing and I wasn't staying inside my comfort zone, right? I was constantly growing. And if you argue for your limitations, then you will keep them, right? If you stay in your comfort zone and you make excuses and you say, well, I can't do this. I don't have enough time. I'm too busy with my job. Or, I don't know how to use a computer very well. Or I'm not good at talking to people. I'm not good at selling. If you argue for your limitations, then you'll keep them, right? If you stay inside your comfort zone, then you're never going to see any amazing results. And you're going to be stuck where you are. And you're not going to have control over your own situation. And I personally believe, honestly, that anyone can be a millionaire, no matter where you come from, no matter your situation. If you're broke to start, if you don't have rich parents that gave you a loan, I think that really anyone can be a millionaire, become a millionaire if that's your goal, if that's your desire. And believe it or not, most millionaires in the US are self-made. I think it's something like 80 or 90% of millionaires in the US are self-made. So guys, if you keep making excuses for where you are in your situation, in your life, if you keep playing the victim, if you have these limiting beliefs, then unfortunately you're not going to go anywhere. And it's all about developing your mindset. And it's not enough just having these skills, knowing how to do something. It's not enough because if you don't have a solid foundation, your building will crumble, okay? And again, I can't talk about all that needs to be said or everything that you need to learn in a 10-minute video. So I highly recommend the book The Power of Now and A New Earth. Those two books right there absolutely changed my life and how I think about things. And then other than that, there's countless dozens of other books, and then hours and hours of video about mindset on YouTube. Because I promise you, failing and failing multiple times and feeling like you messed up and you made a mistake and learning from it pays off. Okay, if you're willing to sacrifice, if you're willing to take action at the beginning and learn from it and take control of your situation, I promise it pays off. It will pay off. All right, so that is my rant for you today. Again, if you're interested in learning what I do, all right, running these local ads for businesses, having them pay me a retainer of $1,000, a couple $1,000 every single month for running these simple little Facebook ads, just a few minutes of my time, then check out the link below, because I'm having a free live training and I'm going to show you exactly what it is I do and how you can get these clients to pay you thousands of dollars every single month for just a few minutes of your time. All right, so thank you for watching this rant today, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.